Καλησπέρα, καλησπέρα. Βρισκόμαστε εδώ στον κόσμο του Hogwarts Legacy σε το νέο επεισόδιο. Για να δούμε. Φωτάκι. Τι τρως, φιλαράκο μας? Logan. What is this? Τόσο χάλια, Για πάμε.
Potato!
Δεν προσπαθώ να θυμηθώ και τα κουμπιά.
I suppose some introductions are in order. Well, I suppose...
Τώρα θυμήθηκα. Αν θυμάμαι σωστά, εσείς ακούτε πολύ πιο χαμηλά το παιχνίδι. Εξαιτίας το έχω χαμηλώσει. Γι' αυτό πάμε στο 90. Χαμηλώνω εγώ από μένα εδώ.
No.
Άρα. Τώρα πιστεύω ακούγεται και εσάς πάρα πολύ πιο δυνατά. Ελπίζω να είναι κομπλέ. Ποιος είσαι? Sebastian Sallow.
Can I help you?
Μοιάζουμε.
Ah, you're the new 5th year. I'm Sebastian Sallow. Welcome to Slytherin.
Thank you.
Not everyone has a ministry escort to school.
He was a friend of Professor Fig's who merely joined us for the ride.
Still, impressive. Dreadful way to go, poor fellow. Glad you and Fig are all right.
Professor Fig and I were lucky to escape with our lives.
Indeed. And how did you escape?
It's all still a bit of a blur, to be honest.
Didn't mean to press. You just get yourself settled. We can talk more later.
It was nice meeting you, Sebastian. I'll let you get back to your book.
Nice meeting you too. Good luck today.
Ωραία. Γνωρίσαμε τη Sebastian. Ωραία. Πάμε να γνωρίσουμε τον Ominis.
I think I heard one.
Ominis.
Doubt mermaids find us that interesting. Ah, based on all the chatter when you entered the common room, I'm guessing you're the new 5th year.
Δεν είναι τυφλός, είναι
Ominous Gaunt.
Nice to meet you, Ominous.
Well, you certainly had a memorable arrival.
Well, if I'm going to make my mark here, I had to start right away.
You're definitely in
It's
the
a
right
flash.
house. Do let me know if I can be of any help as you navigate your first days here, though I doubt you'll need it.
Were you expecting to be sorted into Slytherin?
Most certainly. My family on my father's side are direct descendants of Salazar Slytherin, one of the 4 founders of Hogwarts. Not something I'm especially proud of, mind you. He was obsessed with blood status, a pure-blood maniac. Unfortunately, most of his descendants do not fall far from that tree.
Did that student say he thought he heard a mermaid?
Yes, but I've never heard of a mermaid showing up outside our common room window. It is fun to play along, though. Been known to keep some first years on the lookout for hours.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you, Ominous. Very nice to meet you.
Pleasure was all mine. Don't be a stranger.
Βέβαια δεν είναι τυφλός, απλά είναι παγιατική.
If you do that, you'll
Η
lose.
Μίλντα.
Trust me. Ugh, not going to move there, are you?
Here, watch this.
Don't say I didn't warn you.
Πήγα από τον τοίχο.
Checkmate. Told you. You should have listened to me. Ah, I know who you are. You're the new Slytherin, the one who barged in with Professor Fig last night. Interesting tactic on your first day, taking all the attention away from the first years. I'm Imelda, by the way. Shame I wasn't with you in Fig. I could have lured that dragon away. My skills on a broom are legendary.
Perhaps Professor Fig's friend would have survived if we'd had your help.
Precisely. Perhaps one of these days I'll show you a thing or two about flying. I can teach you more than Kagawa ever did.
Slytherin.
Speaking of which, I'd like to get in some time on my broom
Όλοι είναι
before
Slytherin.
classes.
Ναι.
Are you a keen Wizard Chess fan? You knew that boy was going to lose the match.
Not really. Much too sedate a pastime for me.
Do you have a lot of time to fly during school?
I make the time. There's nothing like swerving through the spires of the castle and around the Quidditch pitch to clear the mind.
Goodbye, Imelda.
Nice meeting you. Is the new fifth year Slytherin in here?
Ταυτόχρονα
Weasley's
συμπαθητική,
waiting for you just
ταυτόχρονα
by the stairs.
αποθετική. Δεν ξέρω πώς το κάνουν αυτό οι γυναίκες. Ου, μάνα μου. Ουι. Α,
Good morning.
αποφάσισε,
I
ωραία.
trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a fifth year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls.
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success.
Μάλιστα. Ειδική παιδαγώγηση. Χουστάρα.
Here you are.
Πρέπει να πάω να κυνηγήσω τις σελίδες.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a fifth year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Magic.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test. This way.
Αν σας κλέψω, κυρία μου.
I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings. The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore. Do keep up. Why don't you cast Revelio on that statue and see what details the field guide can provide?
Lumos. Protego. Revelio.
We just unlocked, will be a challenge, you progress was completing. Okay. Okay. Escape. Ωραία.
Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle.
Μας πάρει γκραμ.
Lumos.
Μ' αρέσει που το Lumos έχει ακριβώς τον ίδιο ήχο με τις ταινίες. Ατριχίλη. Έλα, πάμε πάμε πιο αργά από
You've
θέλεις.
been practicing. Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
Oh, nice. Νομίζω ότι δεν έπρεπε να κάνω teleport. Τώρα περιμένουμε. Να δούμε. Πώς αλλάζω στα hints.
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall.
Άρα εδώ
You
θα
can
δούμε
get
πολλά.
almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall. Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive. Our King's Cross station, so to speak. That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
What will I learn in Charms class?
Exactly what you might expect. Spells, charms, jinxes, all terribly useful. I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever and entertaining wizard, and a talented teacher.
Okay.
Can you tell me more about the Defense Against the Dark Arts class?
Defense Against the Dark Arts, as the name implies, focuses on how to defend oneself against the evils that lurk beyond these walls. A mastery of Defense Against the Dark Arts is required for those who aspire to become Auras. Fortunately, we are lucky to have the ever-gifted Professor Hecat in charge of our students' education in that regard.
Μ' αρέσει αυτό.
You mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain and is home to an array of shops and pubs. You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in due course.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
Πιθανόν, δεν γνωρίζω.
Vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
We did take a bit of a detour on the way here. Ended up exploring some ruins and... I shouldn't say more.
Exploring ruins? Well, I presume Professor Fig has his reasons for keeping the details to himself for now. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad we both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you.
Ωραία.
Good luck today.
Ευχαριστώ.
And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
Revelio.
Μάλιστα. Να δούμε τι θα πεις.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you and Professor Weasley talking about exploring ruins?
She caught me off guard. I didn't tell her anything else about our travels here. I will say, I think she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve. And she may feel obliged to share detail.
Understood, Professor.
Oh, skip.
Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so... Why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map?
Oh. Ωραία.
The map is enchanted to help you...
This will be incredibly helpful.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. I shall reach out. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your...
Για να μην λέτε, εγώ προλαβαίνω να το διαβάσω. Τώρα, αν θέλετε κι εσείς...
Revelio.
Patrick's writing is surprisingly somber, considering he runs the school.
Nice.
Half a bottle of flabbergasted leech.
Revelio.
Thomas Brown knows more about books than anyone.
Πού είναι? Να το. Αχα.
Revelio.
Δεν έχει κάτι εδώ πέρα.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Μάλιστα.
Revelio.
Some sirens, okay.
There's something in there. I just know it.
Hello. I don't believe we've met.
Oh, everyone thinks I'm utterly balmy. Samantha thinks I'm potty. But it's this. If I know Hogwarts, and I do, an empty frame.
If I have the time.
I've been
Revelio.
Do come and find me if you stumble on something illuminating that solves the mystery.
Revelio. Hello, Lenora.
It's not. Have a look if you.
Everyone knows you're Garlic's favorite.
Lumos. That spot must be a clue.
Always gives you high
I should look around in case it's nearby.
Δεν βλέπω ρε μπρο. Είναι ο χοντρός. Α, αυτό δείχνει, ωραία.
This looks like the location from the painting. What could be so special about it?
Oh, sorry.
Let's get you back to your frame, little moth.
Aye.
I've learned almost all of the Goblin Rebellion songs by heart.
Ha! I knew there was a connection.
Και
I should tell Lenora that I solved the puzzle of that empty frame.
Είσαι Λενόρ, γιατί κάνεις κύκλους?
Revelio.
Δεν έχει τίποτα. Δεν έχει τίποτα.
Did? All very logical, I suppose. You have a knack for solving riddles. Well, I'm glad someone figured. The
Hello.
moth.
Μαθημό. Παντήκε. Ωραία. Δώστε μισό λεπτάκι. Επέστρεψα. Α, το ακούγατε, τέλεια. Τίποτα, μπήκε ένα παιδί στο Discord. Ωραία, δώστε μου λιγάκι. Ωραία. Πάω εδώ. Να κάνουμε το μάθημα και θα κλείσουμε μετά το επεισόδιο. Πάμε εδώ. Οπα.
Revelio.
Κρίμα. Run, boy, run. Ω, δεν έχει φορτώσει τίποτα, μπρο. Ωε,
Lumos.
δεν φορτώνουν και τα... Γατούλα.
Revelio.
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit.
Begin.
We sometimes have to remind him of things.
Όλοι αναρχόμουν.
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to year 5 of charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work, but I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? Hmm? I am afraid it is too late to study now. Hmm? my, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects we so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Ωραία. Ουφ. Accio.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here.
Άλλο μου παιχνιδάκι. Μάθαμε άκιο. Να κλέβουμε τις μπουγάτσες από άλλα παιδάκια. Πολύ γαμάτο. Αλλά άλλο μου, γιατί αργείς να φορτώσεις? Τα παιδιά εδώ περιμένουν να δουν gameplay. Δεν περιμένουν να δουν σένα να κάνεις 5 χρόνια loading. Στα 700 και ακόμα φορτώνει το επεξεργαστή σου. 32 ώρα μου, φαντάσου. Και δεν παίρνει! Ρε μπρο. Ναι, συγγνώμη, ναι. Για τις γνώστες, αυτό δεν φταίει οποιοδήποτε hardware κομμάτι. Αυτό φταίει ο SSD. Τον οποίο έχω βάλει το game σε εξωτερικό, γιατί δεν έχω τόσο στο εσωτερικό. Και εξηγούνται όλα γιατί πάει τόσο αργά.
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right?
Κάνουν άλλοι Quidditch και εμείς τους κλέψουμε τη σκούπα ρε και θα πέσουν κάτω.
So why don't we have our newest student start us off? Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your... Very good! Now, don't lose your composure. That's it! Excellent control there.
Nice.
Very good. Points to Slit. But there's certainly no sport in playing with Miss Ona. Come on. You'll be the blues just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Παίζει.
Here we go. There we go.
Accio.
Not to worry.
Misha.
Για κάτσε να την πετάξω απ' έξω. Ναι.
Ouch! Well played. Let us see this.
Για να δούμε.
Accio.
Έλα. Έχει και cooldown.
I know everyone is watching, but try not to be nervous. You are doing quite well.
Όχι.
Keep trying.
Όχι. Κρίμα.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now.
Excellent,
You
Mari.
will need it. This round settles it all.
Here we go. There we go.
Accio.
Watch this. That is how it's done.
Όχι ρε bro.
Splendid!
Let us see this.
Για να δούμε.
Accio.
Όχι. Κάρια.
Stay focused.
Παραβίτσα. Άρα γιατί ο γαλλικός μου σπρόνες είναι. Η κρυβιά. Όχι, αυτό ήταν ρατσιστικό, δεν ήταν άρρωστος.
Very good, both of you. Well done.
Τέλος πάντων, εδώ θα αφήσουμε το επεισόδιο. Θα πούμε την επόμενη φορά. Αυτό ήταν δηλαδή το δεύτερο επεισόδιο της σειράς. Αναπομονείτε. Αναπομονείτε για το τρίτο επεισόδιο, το ξέρω. Είναι πολύ καλό. Όχι, είμαι για κλάματα. Και βέβαια είμαι για κλάματα. Αλλά σας εύχομαι καλά Χριστουγέννα. Στην περίπτωση που δεν σας ξαναδώ. Έως το επόμενο επεισόδιο. Άγνωστο αν θα είναι Alan Wake ή θα είναι Assassin's Creed ή θα είναι Hogwarts Legacy. Αυτό περί ορέξιος κολοκυθόπιτας. Θα το δούμε. Τα λέμε. See ya. Και κάντε like και subscribe και χτυπάτε το καμπανάκι για να έχετε το νου σας πότε θα βγουν τα επόμενα επεισόδια της αγαπημένης σας σειράς. Τα λέμε.